guys, my title of the video, and I'm gonna be building a PC. Ignore, I just have my face on here, so basically my face reveal. But let's focus on the topic here. I'm gonna be building a PC, which just allow me to, make my videos better and just make everything better for you guys when recording and playing games and that kind of stuff. So ignore the prices because this is just price gouging. So I've got a lot of this stuff for cheaper, but if you just want to take a look at that, you can pause the video, take a look, and just see the specs. Anyways, if you don't want to, if you don't want to stay and listen to me talk about it in depth, then you can go ahead and go. And by the way, you might not notice that there's no SSD on there, no like storage or anything. Well, this is a Samsung 860 EVO. This way, so that's the storage. I got this from my brother, used. So yeah, and anyways, if you don't want to stay, you can go. But I'm just gonna go into depth about this. So let's begin. So what this PC should allow me to do is it's going to allow me to be able to not have the limitations I have right now, because the limitation I have is I have a Chromebook. That's what I have for school, and I've been using that sort of I record the videos on there, on my Chromebook. And what I have to do is it's I have to use this online video recording and editing service called Screencastify, and it's a great service. But the thing is, it does not beat, say, a software. The thing about Chromebooks, you cannot install software. You cannot install anything. Obviously software, video editing, and then maybe OBS for recording. So that's a downside. I can't install Steam and play games. Can't install Minecraft on here and play it. So because you cannot download software, and that's just really a limitation. I cannot do what I want to do, and it's very hard managing with the editor I have. So what I've actually been using to editing is we have in my house we have a family Mac. So I just have to deal with what I have, and I edit in iMovie just because it's pretty easy to use. That's what I edit my videos in. But it's even if I record my videos on here, my Chromebook, they download as Chrome files or whatever, and then I have to find something to change the format, and there's not a lot of free stuff. And actually, the free service I was using, it now makes you pay for it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That's another limitation. But overall, it's just really hard just using a Chromebook to do these things. I can't really it's pretty hard to make videos, so that's why I want a PC. And also I just want a PC for gaming, because obviously, my Chromebook is not that good. It has 4 gigs of RAM, integrated graphics, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And I cannot manage with that. I get 30 frames on Roblox. You know what Roblox is, which is obviously not that good, because Roblox is not that intensive for anything on your computer. So unless you turn up the graphics, and that's graphics all the way down. So anyways, that's why I'm gonna be building this PC, just because of all that. And yeah, also I'm gonna make a video about this, but I've been having a whole bunch of issues with my Chromebook. It just makes me mad. But let's just actually get into the build. So yeah, AMD Ryzen 3 3100. So it's a quad-core processor. It just came out May this year, so it's obviously a really good one, a really good processor for my PC. 4 cores, 8 threads, that kind of stuff. And it's the best choice, because usually newer stuff is better. You know what I mean? If you get a newer graphics card, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna apply this to everything here, but newer stuff is so much better, because for example, the NVIDIA 3000 series, it's just as good as as some previous cards, but then all the stuff on there is half the price of the 2000 series stuff. So basically newer is better here, and that's why I chose the 3100. And the main reason I went AMD here is because there's just not that many, just AMD is a better choice in this price point. And then also, one of the things that really annoys me, I know this is not that much of a problem for most people, but I want that fast RAM. I want that 3200 megahertz RAM, or even 3000 megahertz. And most Intel boards can only get up to 3000 megahertz. So that's another reason why I wanted to go AMD here. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, actually, I was planning to get the Ryzen 3 3300X, and if you've seen that, you know that that was a really good processor. That was launched alongside the 3100, but it's been out of stock for 3 months now, because what happened is, like, AMD made this processor, right? It came out and it was just as good as the Ryzen 5 3600, which is $100 more than it. So that's why they stopped making it. So I decided to get the 3100 instead. So yeah, it's a pretty good processor. The motherboard I sort of just chose, it's just a motherboard. I got this because it was just the cheapest at the time. It was like $56 when I bought it. So it was just the cheapest and best I could get, like 3200 megahertz RAM. And then I got a GeForce GTX 1650 Super. And obviously this is one of the 1650 Super variants, and there's many variants, and this is not like the best one that you can get for this price point. It's just this was the best one in stock. So obviously I think there was, I don't know what it was, like, that had better cooling, that kind of stuff, because obviously they're not all the same. Some are better than the others, mainly in terms of cooling, and whatever it was, I can't remember, was out of stock. So this was the next best option. And yeah, so, and then my case, I got it because it had, we can take a look at this. I got it because it is pretty good cooling. Master Q300L. So looks pretty nice. So that's why I got that. Oh, and note, it only has one fan. It only came with one fan. I did not realize that till actually a week ago. So if I had not realized that, I would have not had the fans when I got everything else. So there's one included fan. So I needed at least 3. So I just got some of these Arctic P12s. Here's one. So that's upside down, but here's one of the Arctic P12s that I got. I got like the value pack, so I got 2 of them. Anyways, lesson learned here is make sure that you have enough case fans, because I did not realize I only had one. And then a Seasonic S12 3 550 watt. I just got 550 watt for upgradability. I really didn't need that much, but I just got it because it would be good for upgradability. And at the time, it was like $10 mail-in rebate on a new egg. If you guys want to see any more specs, I'll have this part list linked in the description. So if you want to actually look at the specs, I'm not going to go through all that right now. Some of the parts were hard to get. What's really hard to get is like the graphics card and the CPU, and it's been an adventure with both of those. I mean, really, I actually got all this stuff in like late November, but I was looking in November at the graphics card, and it was just like, I got on Amazon to make sure that would be fine, like not to order it, because what Amazon, it let us do this with the graphics card, where you could go ahead and buy it even though it's not in stock. So it said in stock on November 28th, and I looked at it like an hour later, and no, it went to December 2nd, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this, because I noticed that the shipments were selling out. And actually, by the end of the day, it was like in stock on December 11th. So we got hold of the graphics card. The CPU I've been watching for a few weeks now. I did not realize that I've only been watching the CPU, the 3100, for about a week, because I was originally going to get that, but then I see on B&H Photo and Video, and I can show you this. So I was on B&H Photo and Video, I'm like, I searched up Ryzen 3100, right? Ryzen 3 3100, because I'm still looking for it. It was obviously really high demand. It was actually in stock on B&H, but because that was the only site I found it in stock on. And then I saw the Ryzen 3 3300X, and it says, new item coming soon. Well, guess what? It said that for the past month and a half. I don't know how long it said that, but I was looking for this for a few months, and then like for a month, and then a week ago I realized, oh no, they're not making it. It hasn't been in stock anywhere for 3 months. So I went back to 3100. They're the same processor, except the 300X has a higher clock, so yeah, so I got that. So I got hold of all the parts. Actually, I got hold of the 3100 a few days ago off this site called Shop BLT, where they get stuff directly from the manufacturer. word of caution: if you go on a site, just look it up. If it looks sketchy, like Shop BLT looks a tiny bit sketchy. I looked it up; everything was fine. But there's this other site called Next Warehouse where they had the 3300X, and I was like, "Ooh, why don't I get it?" Well, I looked it up, and apparently it's a scam site. So this is why you need to do your research when you're trying to find stuff, because if you buy from some site, you might get scammed. So just do that. So yeah, that's my build. Obviously it's gonna look pretty cool with this case. Expect me to build this sometime this month, maybe early January, because probably early January, because the CPU is coming straight from manufacturer. It's not supposed to get here until like January 11th, so I hope it gets here earlier, but that's just like the estimated date. So maybe I can build it sometime this month, or I may have to just do it early January. I'll be out of school till like January 10th, so that means I can build it anytime there. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome build. I'll have a video on it. Well, let's just hope I actually can build the PC, because it's my first time building a PC. Anyways, I'm gonna have a video coming out about what I think about Chromebooks. I'm gonna be my thoughts on what I think about Chromebooks, because obviously I have one, so I've experienced what it's like to have one. So you subscribe if you want to see that video soon. And but yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment. You can comment down below, and the link to this part list will be in the description. This is just the base parts, because I still need to get Windows for it. So, obviously I got the SSD, use 860 Evo, as I said. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and bye.